Rated M for mature.
Don't let your kids watch it!
Ah, spoiler alert.
Hey there, Artie!
And gas.
Welcome back to Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, everybody. So, the courtroom just blew up, and
Literally.
yeah, literally.
That wasn't like a metaphor.
No, it literally exploded. And now we're still on episode 4, Cosmic Turnabout, but now we're doing the investigation, which is actually cool. We finally get to investigate a case that starts in the courtroom. That's the first time.
That we don't know anything about.
Yeah. Let's go.
It's gonna start with the CG.
In the middle of the Space Center bombing, in the middle of this trial, we had another bombing incident. This one destroyed courtroom number 4. Furthermore, Apollo suffered massive injuries from being there when the bomb went off. Unfortunately, Juniper Woods was fingered as the courtroom bomber.
Which is hilarious to me.
Well, if you'll remember way back in the first case, Gasp in Pain was like, "Have you ever been brought up on false charges before?" So that was actually kind of interesting. Athena and I knew she had to be innocent, so we took her case on. We managed to clear Miss Woods' name. But Apollo sustained further injuries when he was attacked by Ted Tonate.
I don't blame Apollo one bit for being like, I want a leave of absence, please.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in pain. Let me go to the hospital.
December 19th, 3:21 p.m., Write Anything Agency.
Apollo's a tough guy. But this is taking its toll on him.
Yeah, poor guy. Being attacked by Tonate like that on top of all of his other injuries. Apollo is resting at the nearby Hickfield Clinic.
Is that the creepy dude?
Yeah. We've had some experience with that place myself. What an awful turn of events. I never thought he'd land in a hospital of all places. You must miss him, huh? Now that you don't have anybody to tease. Don't worry, he's young. He'll heal quickly and be back before you know it. It's been a while since I last saw Trucy look so down. We won the court case, yet nobody feels much like celebrating.
Alright, enough of this, people! This is no time to be moping around. Now dry those eyes, both of you.
You're the only one who's crying, Athena.
Technicalities! Look, we have work to do. We have to take over.
Take over what exactly?
Apollo's Space Center case, of course. As no verdict's been reached, there's still a chance. I agree with Athena. We should pick up Mr. Starbuck's defense. We have to avenge our fallen comrade. Right, Daddy?
Apollo hasn't exactly fallen. He's still alive, you know.
Good. Now that that's settled, let's get going. Come on, we gotta run.
Wait, right now? We'd better not be running the whole way. There she goes. I better catch up. Can you take care of the office, Trucy?
Sure thing, Daddy. Let's be careful out there.
Hey, that's the name of a Lemmings level.
In the meantime, I'm gonna bake some cookies and fill my magic panties for you.
Trucy seems to be feeling a little better. I can always count on Athena to perk up everybody with her enthusiasm.
Oh, she's back! Don't mind me, I just forgot a few things. Wallet, phone, the documents, my bag.
Sounds more like you forgot everything. I can always count on Athena for that, too.
All right, you two. Let's be careful out there.
December 19th, Detention Center. Visitor's room.
I guess in Japanifornia, no winter exists. No snow.
Correct. So our client is one Solomon Starbuck. He's so famous, even I've heard of him.
That's right! He's a super famous astronaut who works at the Cosmos Space Center. He was actually up in our outer space 7 years ago. Our outer space.
That's the communist version, right? You seem to know quite a bit about him. Now I'm all excited to meet the man. Wow, that was the longest sigh I've ever heard. Apollo told me all about you. You're Phoenix Wright, Apollo's mentor, right? Yes, that's right. Mentor has a nice ring to it.
Don't worry about a thing, Mr. Starbuck. Mr. Wright and I have you covered.
And you're the new kid that Apollo told me about. Wait! Don't I know you from somewhere?
Huh? You mean, other than at your trial? I don't think so. I don't think I had a Tinder date with him.
She's 18.
How old is he? Wait.
Like,
is he really, really old?
He's fairly old.
Okay, never mind. That was a joke.
He's 33.
That was a joke. To lighten the dubious
The dude.
mood. The dude mood.
I guess so. My mistake. My memory isn't what it used to be. My mind and body are kaput. Same goes for my wife.
I wonder if he's from that case that she keeps being like, my PTSD 8-year-old case when I was on the stage. On the witness stand.
The witness stand, yeah.
Maybe he was from that case.
I mean, I'm so astronomically unlucky that I had a bomb go off in the middle of my trial. Trying to defend me would be like trying to enter the stratosphere without a spacecraft. Yikes, he's seriously gotta stop depressing himself.
Cheer up, Mr. Starbuck. Besides, that thing you said about entering the stratosphere, that just means we'll shine like shooting stars, right?
Like shooting stars, huh? You know, you're right! Why didn't I think of that? After all, that's what we were all put on this earth to do, right? To shine like stars. Guess I shouldn't mention the fact that shooting stars burn out in a flash. Oh yeah! Here we go! 3, 2, 1! To the stratosphere and beyond! Yeah, I feel alive now! You can go ahead and ask me anything you want. Is that really all it takes?
Dun, dun.
The
So we want to ask you about this case. Boom! Like 99 Cyclops pop up.
So you have no memory at all of the incident? I'm so ashamed. My memory of the time is as black and clouded as a dark nebula.
Still, it's strange you don't remember a thing. Are you sure you didn't take one of those anti-anxiety pills like they said in the trial?
You got it all wrong! I had told them during the investigation too! I don't know anything about any drugs! I never took any medication, I swear! It is true I developed a fear of space because of what happened 7 years ago. And I was taking medication secretly every now and then when my anxiety got bad. Having a fear of space is not something an astronaut can brag about, you know. Oh, the so-called Hat 1 miracle. That must have been a terrifying experience. But I'm still an astronaut at heart, come what may. I would never take drugs that might impede my performance just before a launch. That launch meant everything to me. That's more certain than that theory of relativity. He seems like a completely different person now. This is the face of the astronaut I know.
But the tranquilizers were found in your system.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. But I don't know why! I'm done for. If you didn't take them, then maybe someone slipped them to you? Exactly! That's what I thought! It must have been the real culprit! My medication was in my locker. Anybody could have gotten their hands on it.
Maybe the real culprit also planted the detonator switch in your pocket.
Yeah, that's gotta be it! I've been framed! I'll say, they even managed to plant your prints on the switch before slipping it in. It's a real possibility. Do you remember anything else that might be relevant? Anything at all, no matter how small. Like about the murder weapon, for example. That knife. I think it came from one of the Space Center's utility kits. Utility kits? Yeah, staff who work on machinery a lot are given these special tool kits to use. All the technicians have them, so I doubt you could prove whose knife it is. Utility knife updated in the court record. The Hat 1 miracle. As I recall, your last trip into space was 7 years ago, right? That's right. It was a pretty rough experience. During that mission, we had all kinds of problems with the craft. You did? What kind of problems? Power failure, oxygen leakage, busted radio, cracked windows, loose control column. The heat shield came off as we were entering the atmosphere.
That sucks.
I thought I was a goner. But I managed to make it somehow with the popsicles and ice packs from the freezer.
No wonder they dubbed it the Hat One Miracle. It's a miracle you made it back!
Space is a boundless place. That's why it continues to capture people's imaginations. But the vastness of space shows us how insignificant we are in the scheme of things. The darkness just goes on and on forever and ever and ever without end. There was nobody else there. Nobody was gonna come save me. I was all alone. All alone. With nothing to listen to but the sound of my own breathing and heartbeat. I kept scrambling to make repairs, but I couldn't keep my hands from shaking. An experience like that would make anybody afraid to go up into space.
I don't really understand why he's like, my reputation. If people knew that I was afraid of space, it'd be. I'm like, if. Maybe it's just me. If I hear from an astronaut like, yeah, I went to space, it was cool, but like I had this horrible experience and I almost died, so I'm kind of afraid of space now, I'd be like,
makes sense.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think it's
You're
more.
no less...
I think it's more he still wants to be an astronaut, but if they knew about his astrophobia, they might make him retire as an astronaut.
That would make a little bit more sense. But like, I don't think it's really safe for you to be an astronaut, man. Again, it's the same thing with like, if you have to take anxiety stuff to make you feel okay with going into space, you probably shouldn't be doing it.
Right.
I knew people who did that with like theater and stuff with performing. It was awful. With the experience you had, weren't you dreading this mission?
What? No way! Of course not. Even now I want to go up into space so bad I can barely stand it. I want to shake off the Earth's gravity at escape velocity and spin around weightless!
But you have to admit it was pretty harrowing. Weren't you even a tiny bit afraid?
I was afraid. Of course I was. Still am. But space is man's final frontier, an unknown world. The cosmic truth is out there waiting for us somewhere. Is space the final frontier, or are the depths of the ocean the final frontier? Because we know more about outer space than we do about the depths of the ocean.
Yeah, nobody wants to go down there.
We really can't go down there.
No, it's
because
too,
of the pressure.
The pressure's too bad.
Yep. The cosmic truth, huh? I guess there are people looking for the truth in every walk of life. No matter how afraid I am, I'm sure I can manage. If I give in to my fear, I'll never find the truth. As long as I don't give up, I can keep up the fight. One thing's for sure, Mr. Starbuck's passion for space is undeniably the real deal. The victim, Clay Terran, he was kind of like your protege, wasn't he? Well, it wasn't a big exaggerated deal like master and apprentice or anything like that. But Clay did think of me as his mentor. The mentor and the protege. What a combination they must have been. With his encouragement, I knew I could get over my fear and go back into space. But now...
Clay must have been very encouraging, huh?
Yeah. It's funny, really. Whenever I'd hear him shout, "You're fine!" I always got the feeling that everything really was gonna be just fine.
You're fine? Apollo says I'm fine, and you're fine all the time too. And I always feel encouraged too whenever I hear him shout it.
Yeah, Clay and Apollo were best buds. They used to come visit the Space Center a lot, ever since they were high school kids. One day out of the blue, Clay even told me he wanted to be my protege. Those two hung around the Space Center so much they were like a part of the staff. One time during Zero-G training, I started to panic a little bit. And the two of them took turns shouting, "You're fine!" over the radio. It was a simple thing, but it was exactly what I needed to hear. So I'm fine and you're fine were like Apollo and Clay's secret phrases, huh? I wish I could ask Apollo more about Clay and their relationship now.
Speaking of Clay, how do you suppose he climbed down the ladder with you over his shoulder?
Sorry, but I can't even begin to imagine. But he actually did climb down that ladder, so a way has to exist. From the freedom of space to the walls of a cell. But that prosecutor said the dark night sky isn't half bad for the barred windows.
You're fine! Solomon's soul Starbuck is fine. Everything's going to be fine.
Huh?
And Athena Sykes is fine. Come on, Mr. Wright, you too.
Do I really have to? Phoenix Wright is fine.
I can't hear you!
Phoenix Wright is fine!
We'll get you back into space yet, Mr. Starbuck. Believe in your own innocence, and have faith in us.
Apollo believed in you wholeheartedly, and that's good enough for me. I believe in you too. Thank you. Thank you, both of you. I'll put my faith in you. And I vow to make it back into space! All I need first is a not guilty verdict. It sure feels nice to reassure ourselves every now and then that we're all fine.
Okay, Mr. Wright. Let's get our investigation of the Space Center started, pronto!
Good idea. Let's go! But first, it's my attorney's badge. Take a look. So, what do you think about this? The evidence is gonna get me convicted. No! It's my attorney's badge! I was hoping it would reassure you that we're here to defend you. Evidence isn't just for the prosecution. It can help prove a person's innocence, too. That's a positive spin on things. I thought that was common knowledge.
Alright, bye!
See ya!
Let's go to
Let's do it at the Anything Agency first. Maybe we can talk to
Trucy's gonna say
Trucy.
something stupid.
Yep, what to do. If you mention your magic panties, we're out. You went to visit Apollo in the hospital, right? How was he?
He seemed to be doing well. He was doing his cords of steel exercises in his room.
I guess he's pretty gung-ho to get back to work. Was he shouting stuff like, "Objection!" and "I'm fine"?
No, he was yelling. Thank you for coming to visit me, and thank you, doctor, for taking care of me. And stuff like that.
I guess those voice workouts can be pretty flexible. Notice anything, Trucy?
What do you mean, Daddy? Is your attorney's badge somehow different? Did you bend it out of shape or something?
It's not that easy to bend something so small out of shape, you know.
Then did you change your hairstyle? Or maybe it's your suit. I don't know. You look like you always do to me, Daddy.
That really wasn't what I was asking.
Well, that was a very nice conversation.
Alright,
Goodbye.
off to the entrance.
I swear, if Wendy freaking Oldbag is working the tickets, I will get up and walk around.
December 19th, Cosmos Space Center entrance. Wow! I was wondering what kind of place this Space Center would be. It almost looks like an amusement park of the future.
Yeah. Did you know they even let the public see their rockets up close? Oh, check it out! Look at how brightly the JAXA logo shines in the sunlight above this entranceway. I really dig the stars and rocket motif it's got going.
Gyaxa, huh? Isn't that the new name of the Federal Space R&D program?
Yeah, but why the strange acronym? I mean, what is GYAS supposed to stand for? Galaxy?
If that were it, then the whole thing would be something like Galaxy Exploration Agency. Which, if you ask me, I'd have it abbreviated to GAXA or even Gaia.
I guess so. Oh, I know! Maybe the person who came up with the name just really liked the letter Y!
This exchange is beginning to feel oddly like deja vu.
Anyway, this place is more than just a research facility, it's also a tourist attraction.
It's like Kennedy Space Center.
I was going to say that, but I've never been.
Oh, you've never been to Kennedy Space Center?
No,
It's
you
kinda
and
cool.
you and Dad went with the brothers, and I went with Mom somewhere else.
Oh, to the gardens, probably.
Yeah, probably the gardens. I was too young for Kennedy Space Center.
Well, it's cool.
Heard it's cool.
It is a bit on the expensive side to explore, though.
Ah.
Tourist attraction? Don't make me laugh! It's a monument to the human race! Galactic scooter, full speed ahead!
Oh my gosh, what the heck? Whoa, he has no eye. Yikes! Who's this geezer and what's he want?
Look upon me and look well! Behold the great power of space science! Pardon me, but you are... My glorious name is Yuri Cosmos! I am the director of the Cosmos Space Center! The center of the cosmos!
Oh, he does have 2 eyes.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
One of my favorite characters.
Boss, that was pretty groan-inducing.
If this person is the Space Center's director, then that means...
You were one of the first to discover Clay's body, weren't you?
And who was the first to find the victim? Actually, there were 2 of them! The Space Center director, Yuri Cosmos, and Detective Candace Arm. That is correct. I was honored to be the very first man in all of space and time to discover the body. But this talk of the incident... Are you by any chance the Space Police? You can't tack the word space onto just any old thing you know. We're Mr. Starbuck's lawyers. We're here to investigate his case.
Oh, and we're Earth lawyers, by the way.
I see. Yes, I've heard about you. In that case, by my esteemed privilege, I grant you permission to investigate. I trust you are appropriately grateful. Now go ahead, have at it.
I can already tell he's going to be nothing but trouble.
He has an epic theme song, though. Don't let him...
It does sound like the music that plays when Buzz is in front of, like, the American flag. Like,
That's
giving
the
his epic
Star-Spangled
speech.
Banner.
Well, it has that Star-Spangled Banner feel. They changed it in other countries, though.
Probably.
They changed the flag to a globe, and then put, like,
Just generic
pumped up
music.
like this music.
Okay. Don't let him hear you say that, or you'll see what trouble really is. Let's just be professional and ask him about when he found the body, okay? That is an impressive facial hair right there, though.
It's pretty cool, not gonna lie.
So, as director, what do you do here at the Space Center specifically? Defend peace across the galaxy and promote space development in this country. No matter what obstacles stand in our way, we keep going for the sake of mankind! I believe I used the word specifically in my question. Attention all personnel! To your break stations! Prepare for break!
Oh, I get it. You just wandered around to tell people what to do in a self-important manner.
That is exactly right! Because I am an important man! My manner is important!
Mr. Wright, this man doesn't get any sarcasm.
Well, there's bound to be some people like that here in the boundlessness of space. What's that? You want to know what it is that makes me so important specifically? Very well, I will tell you. I was the central figure of the Hat 1 project.
You suck.
You may proceed to be appropriately impressed. Now go ahead, have at it.
You suck.
I might...
You're the reason that they crashed.
I might be more impressed if I knew what he did for it, specifically.
I washed all of the astronauts' laundry.
Good. I know you still wish it was Yuri from DDLC, though.
It would have been great. Like, it didn't need to be Yuri specifically, but I wanted female Yuri.
Who
This is
stabs
pretty
people.
cool, though.
Could you tell us what you know about the incidents from the other day? I refuse. What? Explaining is a job for common folk, not the director of the center of the cosmos. My testimony, which will go down in space history, will be heard in the courtroom.
What? So does that mean you'll be taking the stand tomorrow?
That is correct. I will be the most glorious witness in the history of mankind. I'm not sure if he really understands what being a witness is all about.
At least he's not going to take off.
True.
Looks like Director Cosmos is the type that only talks about what he wants to talk about.
Then let's at least try to ask him about the things he might be willing to open up about.
Bum bum ba da bum.
The Hat 1 was a rocket that was launched into space 7 years ago, correct? And despite numerous problems, it somehow made its way back home? I suppose it is part of my job to educate ignorant young folk like you. Very well! I will now impart to you the complete story of the Hat 1 project. Oh, thank you very much. Hat One's noble mission was to collect samples from an asteroid, and Mr. Starbuck was the pilot for that flight. Eventually, the Hat One reached its planned orbit. From where it launched the Hope probe towards the asteroid belt. From there, the Hope probe began its long, lonely journey into the far reaches of space. Then, after a terrifying struggle, the Hat One returned safely to Earth.
See, that's his hair.
Wow,
It's just in a weird cone shape, and then that's his hair with
So
the
he
red
has the
thing in the
weirdest
back,
dye job ever.
and then
in
he has the
history of
weirdest
mankind.
dye job ever. Okay, I'm not crazy.
All right, fine.
The struggle was when the incident known as the Hat One miracle occurred, right?
Correct. And it truly was a miracle. Of course, they had to turn the ordeal into a movie. As for the Hope probe, it did eventually arrive safely at its destination. It obtained a few samples from the asteroid and returned to Earth but a few days ago. So what kind of samples are they? What's in them? The samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. We haven't had time since they just came back the day before Terran's murder.
Yeah.
Regrettably, we've had no time to inspect the samples due to everything that has occurred. But this puts our space development program ahead of the other countries by several years. That's quite impressive. I guess this guy isn't just a loudmouth braggart after all. In the golden age of space development, our predecessors were successful in bringing a moon rock back. That is the greatest achievement in the history of this space center. The public fell in love with space and with all of its glorious potential. A moon rock, huh? I remember that being big. Our endeavors with the moon rock lives on in our work with those asteroid samples. I wanted to bestow new hopes and dreams for the future upon mankind once again. That is my mission, as is the man who stands at the center of the cosmos.
I hear that there's a lot of research into the moon rocks and stardust from the asteroids these days. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization.
The last case is just an apocalypse or something.
Turned out apocalypse.
I am curious because they were saying like, oh, the dude made sure that the asteroid samples were fine. I'm wondering if there was something very, very important hidden in that, like the murder weapon.
Even
Or,
though
like-
we have the knife that was stabbed in him.
Okay, or like the other stuff. I don't know. Like something really important to the case.
It was the last known box of Altoid sours.
Yes, that would be important. That would be
or the last known package of double chocolate Elfudge cookies.
Those no longer exist, right?
I can't find any evidence that they've ever existed, but I promise you they existed
Okay.
at one point.
I was about to say I never had them, but it's like we're in a new space race with every other country out there.
What? Bite your tongue! It's not for anything so base as money or politics. It's all for the brilliant future that awaits mankind, and all for my illustrious mission. With the recent budget cuts, my staff tells me finances are tight, but I won't hear it. I guess even a space program has to watch its budget. By the way, you seem awfully knowledgeable about this kind of thing, Athena.
Huh? Oh, well, you know, I thought I'd better brush up for the case.
Is that so? Well, I will be on my way. As you can see, I am a very busy and very important man.
Bye.
Galactic Scooter! Fire up the main engine, max battle speed, and engage!
Bye. Well, at least it wasn't old bag.
That thing is surprisingly fast. I guess we better get going too.
You bet. Let's make it so.
Now it's so quiet. Athena Sykes is fine.
Huh? What was that all about?
I thought I'd better get fired up twice as much to make up for Apollo being gone. For starters, I thought I'd imitate him.
So you were doing a voice workout, huh?
Yep, you have to push your voice up from the pit of your stomach. Hold it! There's a contradiction in the witness's statement.
You're really serious about this.
Objection! You're lying! The true culprit is the judge!
What? Then who's going to hand down the verdict?
I didn't think of that.
Also, the judge will give you 95% penalty. If you,
I just have to say, I need to give a big shout out to the programmers of this game for making the world's greatest clouds.
Yes.
They have not repeated. They've just been going. I've been watching the clouds more than probably watching the dialogue.
Wow. So, what do you think we should do next?
Oh, that's right.
What is it, Athena?
I just remembered I forgot to go running today.
I was so taken up with what happens to Apollo, it slipped my mind.
That wasn't what I was asking.
Okay, goodbye.
Alright. Well, we'll have to examine the Space Center more next episode.
Okay.
So, Yuri Cosmos, quite a character.
I like him.
I like him. He's got a kick-butt theme song, and that goes a long way in my book.
Yes.
So, thank you for watching, everybody. It was exciting to next time. We will explore the Space Center in more detail and actually maybe get to examine stuff.
Amazing.
Until we
Not
meet
just
again.
talk to people.
Yeah. Anyways, until we meet again, my friends, have a great day and God bless.